Oh, straight away. That's violent. I don't want the top to burst into flame now because... Oh, hello. Oh, that could have been bad. Tampons, because tampons are ghetto as fuck. It's amazing. Right, I'm on a quest to make an extremely flammable Bushcraft Firestarter. I want it to be like ridiculous. So I've got myself some pine pitch, some candles, some acetone-free nail polish remover that's still a solvent and is extremely flammable. In fact, I've got some wax and pine pitch basically dissolving in here. I'm just seeing if the acetone by itself or the nail polish remover by itself can eat this and turn it into some kind of a sticky viscous liquid. It's eating the container. The thing that I forgot was my glass things to actually make. I've had some little glass jars to actually make it. This is going to be like a Dr. Stone style fucking Bushcraft series because I've got lots and lots of things to do with, to make many cool things with. But because I forgot my shit, I'm just gonna have a play with this and just see, and I just thought I'd record it. You never know, you never know. We might be onto something here. Let's get this fire started for a start though, because I need to heat up, because I've also got pine pitch in this little thing here. So my plan is, heat the pine pitch up in here, add wax. So I've got a good base of pine pitch and wax because they're two very good fire starter sustaining materials. And then once I've done that, basically mess about with the other two ingredients, the isopropyl, the nail varnish remover, and then I've got some different things as binding agents. I've got cotton wool pads, I've got tampons, because tampons are very good, and then I have a big bag of sawdust. So we're basically just gonna make, and this is going to be amazing when it's finished, I know for a fact. I just need to figure out the actual recipe to get this thing going. This is cool as well, my little fire starting wick here. Yes. But yeah, I'm going to make it all in twig stove. The idea is this is all stuff that you can find, like I found all this in a petrol station. So if you can find it in a petrol station, you can get hold of it easily. If you can get hold of it easy, then you can make it wherever you would like. If it's an apocalyptic style scenario, you've got access to these kind of materials, you can make it. Twig stove, piece of piss. Yeah, basically we go from there. Look at the birch bark, man, that black tar. Whoop. And this is a very peculiar setup, but it is very realistic. I should have used a double boil method, but like I say, this is just going to be a play. Thinking first I'm going to mess about with and play with just pine pitch, wax and sawdust. Candles, pine pitch that you find, and sawdust. See how good of a fire starter it is. I don't want the top to burst into flame now because it's not ideal. Yes. It's already combust. The vapours of pine pitch are very flammable. Oh, hello. Got a good shit mix of pine pitch in there already. It's about up to here with pine pitch, right? I'm going to put wax in it because the wax should not make the pine pitch go as hard, because your pine pitch, it dries like a crystal form like that, which is good. But I need to put an agent in it that's going to soften it and make it a little bit more pliable. I could use charcoal. I'm going to use wax because that's also flammable. Like this, look. And the string in the middle is not a problem. 1, 2. We'll start with 2. Going steady. So yeah, I'm starting a series which is basically going to be like Dr. Stone style. Anything that you can kind of forage yourself, and it's got a little twist on it, which is things that you can find basically in an urban environment. Just need to get the consistency. That's about, I'd say, half and half. Half wax, half pine pitch. The only thing is the acetone is extremely flammable, so I cannot put acetone in there whilst it's on the flame. There we go, that's bubbling nicely. Oh, that could have been bad. Ghetto as fuck. Put a dab more resin in. Also, what I've got is, whilst I'm doing this, a wicks that I took off a mop. All it is a cloth headed mop, and I'll put these in and make some impregnated wax and pine resin wicks, because you never know when you need them. Let's see how they go. I need a better table. And it cools though, I wonder what it's going to harden like. Right, anyway. Let's take this off. Get rid of you. I need to fix that log. In fact, this is a good idea. I've got a smouldering little patch here. Yeah, that's worked out brilliant. So it's like a slow cooker. Let's get these wicks out. These are going to be absolutely ruthless if you touch them. Now if I get this sawdust. The sawdust to soak it up. I should be able to make these into little balls. Oh yes. Cooking on gas here. Literally. The smouldering log is still producing heat, which is good. We've got a consistency that looks a little bit like that. But I reckon once that is cooled and solidified, we might have something that is usable here. There, I touch them. Oh yes, look at these. This is where where they're still pliable. I want to just constitute them into some kind of a shape that is manageable, like that, look. So there, you could literally fluff that up, and it's wax and pine resin impregnated cotton fibres, basically. That stickiness is amazing. So on my way to making the most flammable fucking material known to man, this is step one. Not the most flammable material known to bushcrafters. This will be step one. I've got an egg carton here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack it in there, make them into little balls and let them set in there. Because the sawdust should slow the burn time down, you see. So we should get a long lasting, very flammable mixture here. Look at it. See. Right, that can go off. We've still got some smouldering there. And my acetone and my wax. So the acetone has dissolved the, I think it's saturated as the acetone, to be fair. Let's pack these in. Look. See what that's. So this is a mixture of the material. So we'll see what it does. If it will take a spark or not. We'll fluff the end up. And the thing is, the fucking whole thing's going to be fucking flammable, so it will spread down. Yes. Might have been too much. Oh, not enough surface area. Mash, 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 mash. No, I need a better accelerant in it. It's not quite. Oh, there we go. I've got some fluffy fibres in the middle. No, that's no good. That is not ideal. Let's see what happens when I put it on here. I appear to have made something fire resistant. Oh. Oh, hello. Okay. When it goes then. That's interesting. When it's lit, it's good. Getting it going is difficult. So I need something more flammable in the mix to get it to go. That's a big flame, that. Not bad, not bad. So they're going to be the same. Right, so I think these have cooled down enough. I just want to test a burn time of one of these now. The solid lumps ish, and they are pretty cool. So if that is made of the same shit as that, should be fairly weatherproof and have a long burn time. The issue is getting it to go up. We shall proceed with a naked flame. And then time, how long it burns for. All right. Tweak the mixture. Probably less wax, more pine pitch, and something more volatile like alcohol. Because alcohol will go up straight away. I mean, that is already kicking off a fair bit of heat. How long will it last though? Maybe I put too much sawdust in. It's amazing, still going. Let's test this these wicks again. So now that's really hard and stiff. You see, the thing is, to make these, right, you've got to have something that burns slow in combination with something that keeps burning. And it's the ratio between the thing that keeps burning is slowed down from just exhausting all of its fuel source with something that burns slow. So, yeah, I'm thinking these would make good, or this fuel source would make a good solid fuel, like a candle, apart from the blackness and the smoke. So that's been going for 4 minutes now, really. I bet that's going to have a 15-minute burn time. But you could light this with birch, because you could use your initial ignition source with birch bark and then have that as effectively an extender in the in your bag. So if you have got lots of wet material that you're working with and you need a consistent flame that's going to burn steady just to dry everything out, that thing. I mean, these are actual firelighters, right? It lasts as long as one of these, at least. Can you get it to go back up? Maybe if I put a high ignition material in, you can hear it, look, it's proper gone crispy. That'll burn off faster throughout the fuel. It shouldn't, it's permeated all the way out the fuel. Right, just for shits and giggles, my paraffin wax and pine pitch with acetone in. It hasn't all fully dissolved yet, but I'm going to put some sawdust in here to clump that into a block and see if the paraffin wax, the acetone, acts as an accelerant, and it will take a flame. Where's my stirry stick? I have one here. Here's one I made earlier. I put too much sawdust in. Oh well. Let's see if it takes a spark. Now acetone evaporates, so you have to keep these in some kind of a sealed container with fumes. Yes. Oh, straight away. That's violent. Ooh. It's fairly flame-proof as well. fair bit to go out that. So yeah, I think that went pretty well. I mean, it wasn't exactly what I hoped for. I wanted it to light with a fucking spark, easy peasy, and then go, but this is all part of a learning curve. I'm thinking we go somewhere along the lines of, like I say, stick an accelerant in there, something that's going to take the spark, like the acetone. But I'm going to have to mess about with dissolving the pine pitch, in the acetone, and then combining it all together, not on open flame, because the acetone is very volatile. So, but then you mix it all together, constitute it, you should get a spark. We'll see if we get the same burn time. I've got a run for the burn time of it just by itself, which as it stands now is a fucking 20-minute ignition source, which is brilliant. You know, you stick a couple of them in your bag and it's wet outside, you need that initial heat to get going. You know, you get the birch bark going, because you always can get birch bark going, but then you get that birch bark to light the little ball thing. And then that burns for 20 minutes and dries anything out that needs to dry out and gets all your sticks going up and everything like that. So that is shit up. But like I say, I want a one-stop shop, wham bam, thank you ma'am, there we go. So this is going to be like a YouTube Dr. Stone series. So I've got loads of ideas planned, like bushcraft cement. So if you like this kind of content and you want to follow the Dr. Stone series, then YouTube thinks it might like this video up here. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you got this far as well, thank you very much. It means a lot to the YouTube algorithm. And let's do bits.